Hey everyone, it's Melinda with Tailored and Teal, and welcome back to another What Sold video. We're going over sales on Poshmark, Mercari, and eBay from December 16th through December 31st of 2022. I gotta say, December was a tough month. A month where I needed money, but I didn't get it. So that's a little bit frustrating. I think I mentioned in my last What Sold video that I've had some medical bills that have kind of just come in all at once. You know, it always seems that way. And I really needed some extra money this month and it didn't happen, but I'm not going to dwell in the past. I'm going to keep looking forward to the future and hopefully 2023 will be much better. I will not be doing a 2022 recap of sales and how much money I made because honestly, it's very, very sad. I laugh because if not, I'll cry or just be really sad and dwell on it, and I don't want to do that. So we're not going to be revisiting 2022 as a whole, but I can tell you that I made about $3,000 less than what I made in 2021. So there's a good indication of how my year went on reselling. So as always, we're going to start with Mercari, where I did have two sales. The first sale was a really fun and awesome sale, and I'm really glad that this item did sell relatively fast within a couple of months. It's a very niche type of item, so I'm actually surprised that it sold as fast as it did. It was a vintage green and white lace square dance skirt and shirt. So the skirt was like a circle skirt. It was a full skirt, so when you twirled, it would go all the way around. And then the top was really cute with lace accents and some button details. This I actually sourced from Whatnot, from a vintage seller, so I did pay up a little bit for it because it was heavier and I did have to pay that shipping cost. However, it did sell for $36 and it went to Texas, and I hope that they get a really good use out of it, or even if it's just to display, it would be awesome to do that as well. And then the second and last sale I had on Mercari was an item that went in 1 hour. Actually, I think it was less than 1 hour. It was a vintage Blue Willow toothbrush or pen holder. I actually don't know if it was vintage, but it's from my mom's collection, so I'm assuming that it was. But there were no markings, no stamps or anything, so I didn't call it vintage. My mom did use it as a pen holder and not for toothbrushes. This sold for my full asking price of $15, like I said, within 1 hour. And the customer messaged me and said that she used to have one of these a couple moves ago in one of her apartments, but during one of the moves, it either got lost or broken, so she was looking for one to replace it. And thankfully, she found my listing. So it sold for $15. Of my two Mercari sales, they totaled $51 in sales, $7.58 in fees, giving me a profit of $43.42. Now we're going to move on to Poshmark, the problem child of the past 2 weeks. I have definitely noticed a dip of sales since Poshmark live shows have been created and become popular. Now, I don't have any like physical or analytical data to back that up, but I do think that the Posh live sales are tanking the market slightly on Poshmark at least. I've seen a lot of Posh Lives running items at $3 to $5 starts, and most of those items are selling at those $3 to $5 price points. So when other people go to look at something that sold, maybe it was, I don't know, a White House black market skirt that sold for $5. Well, now that customer may think that they can now go to any other seller or any other listing and get that item for the same price. I don't necessarily think that all customers are like that, but I think maybe it has turned into a little bit of an online garage sale. So I think that's one reason why I have dip in sales. Also, obviously it's December. I don't really have too many like toys or new with tags items or anything like that. But the last sale that I had in the 2-week periods that I do these in was December 15th. The first sale on Poshmark of these 2 weeks I'm going over wasn't until December 22nd. That's 6 full straight days where I had no sales. I was listing, I was relisting, I was sending offers to likers. I was literally doing, sharing, I was doing that too. I was literally doing everything that I needed to do and zilch. Nothing. Could I run a Posh live show myself? Yes, I could. However, I don't want to. I don't have the time, I don't have the patience, I don't have the energy. It just seems like a lot of work for not as much profit. So anyway, let's go over the few sales that I did have on Poshmark, which were 7 sales. The first sale that broke my dry streak was a Champion navy blue long sleeve pullover windbreaker. This was missing a drawstring, I believe, and it had a very small hole, kind of like a burn mark on the front. All of those things were notated and it sold for $17 with discounted shipping. Next was a Vassarette black 28-inch elastic waist nylon slip with a slit on the side. This was a free to me item. I didn't list it very high because they don't really sell for much. I think you can actually get them at like department stores and things like that. But this sold for $10 with discounted shipping as well. Then we have an item that I lost money on. So not only did I not have a lot of sales, but I lost money on this item. Thankfully, it wasn't too much. It was a lot of 2 vintage medium and small oval cameo brooches. These I did purchase off of Whatnot. So because of that, my price of goods does go up a little bit because I do have to pay shipping. These 2 brooches sold for $12 with discounted shipping and I lost $1.13. I was originally going to be using these brooches for a crafting project that I just didn't get to, so I listed them instead. So it's 2 less items that are in my inventory to sell. Next is the first pair of boots from my most recent Helpsy boot box to sell. It was a pair of Loft cream colored faux nubuck leather round toe Chelsea boots. These were kind of mangled and were a little bit dirty when they came into the box, but I was able to clean them up really, really nice. And they sold for my full asking price of $35. And they sold, I think, within about a week of me listing it. The next sale was another pair of boots from my Helpsy boot box, but not the most recent one, the one that I did back in February earlier this year. I knew that these would take a little while to sell because I did list them a little bit higher, but I was going right along with the comps and these were in beautiful condition. They were a pair of Via Spiga gray suede knee-high stiletto heeled boots. I think I had them listed around $65. Someone sent me an offer for $55 and I couldn't hit that accept button fast enough. That was a fantastic flip. I made an overall profit of $38 and change. Not too shabby. And then we have another pair of boots. I didn't realize that they were all back to back. So these are from my most recent Helpsy boot box, which I did just a few videos ago. These were the Freebird brown leather Wales zip up booties. These were little ankle booties. They were a size 6. I did have them listed for $125, but I got a little panicky about the year ending and I didn't have as many sales as I wanted to. So I sent out 40% off offers to anything that was going to make me a profit of $8 or over, and this just happened to be one of the sales. They sold for $75, not as much as I wanted, but I still made an overall profit of $52.03. So that is a wonderful return on my investment for sure. And then another thing to sell with my 40% off offers was another Pottery Barn brushed gold leaf placeholders. I bought 3 of these at an estate sale. One of them sold a few What Sold videos ago, and the person who purchased this one was actually the same customer who purchased the other one. So they sold for $13 and discounted shipping. So of my 7 Poshmark sales, I had $217 in sales, $45.25 in fees, $8.60 in shipping discounts, giving me a profit of $163.15. And my average sales price for each item that sold was $31. Moving on to eBay, where I had 12 sales. The first sale was a Juicy Couture Viva La Juicy sample perfume. I picked up a whole box of sample perfumes for yard sale, so my cost of goods is under $1 for each of these, and this sold for $7.99. The next sale was a Bagolini brown mini purse. Could be a crossbody purse, could be turned into a belt bag. It could have been turned into many different things. It was really cool and really great condition. It sold for $12.25. Next was a Banana Republic rich green full zip pullover with elbow patches. This came out of a men's thread-up rescue box and it sold for $14. Normally, I would not take $14 for something like this because it is substantial, but I was really hurting for sales, especially over on Poshmark, so I did accept that $14 offer. Next is an item that I've had since 2019, so very, very happy to see this one go. So it was a St. Joseph edition white New American Bible that was illustrated. This was from the 1960s, I think. Maybe not that old. I don't remember exactly, but I only paid 49 cents for it. I'm not sure I'll ever pick up something like this again, unless it's like an antique Bible or something like that. But this sold for $5.99. The next item to sell is a piece of jewelry from my via trading Amazon jewelry lot. It was a Faith Heart silver seal of the Archangel Michael signal pendant necklace. This necklace sold really fast. And while doing research for this particular necklace and a few others that I listed around the same time, I have learned a lot about different seals and symbols within the spiritual world. So that was kind of interesting. And this sold for $15.99. That was my full asking price, and I think it sold within just a few days of me listing it. Next is a silver tone double chain link charm toggle closure necklace. This I've had for several years as well. It was unbranded, so using keywords is the only way that it's going to sell, and it sold for $10. Another piece of jewelry to sell, these were sterling silver green stone wire wrapped hook dangle pierced earrings. These sold for $15. When I messaged the customer to thank them for their business, they wrote back and said that they received a necklace for Christmas and they were looking for earrings to match with it, and these were perfect. And I did get positive feedback saying that they were an identical match, so that made me happy. Next is a Gap faded black moonless night stretch shirt or jacket, and I did use the keyword shacket as well because it was a thicker knit fabric. This had a lot of issues. There were a lot of stains, there was some fading. I did try my best to stain treat them, but none of them came out, and it sold for $10. And the customer actually paid over $15 in shipping because it was quite a heavy piece. Next is a free to me item, and these sold a lot faster than what I thought they were going to. So they were a pair of pink and green pastel frosted glass tulip tea light candle holders. I did use the keyword shabby chic. These were given to me from my mom. They were decorations in her house, but she is purging, so she gave them to me. I could not find anything similar to this at all on the internet. Things that looked similar, but not the same identical pieces. So I only listed them for $9.99 because I really think that they were sold at like the dollar store or Walmart or something. And I received an offer one day later after listing it for $7. And of course I accepted that reasonable offer. Not for a ton of money, but it was a free to me item and they moved fast, so I'm okay with it. Next is an American Eagle denim chambray studded top. This is a 2019 item that I've had in my inventory for way too long. It sold for $5.99 because I've marked a lot of items down to that price point. The customer did ask me to lower the shipping cost. I did explain to them that the shirt does weigh over 12 ounces, so that's why the shipping was so high. But I did offer a flat rate cost of $7.50. And unfortunately, mail prices are just gonna keep going up. I've had a lot of feedback on my eBay store saying that, you know, they love the item, fast shipping, etc., but the shipping price was too high. I can't do free shipping in my business, especially when I'm selling a $6 to $7 item. It's just not feasible. So you'll get these comments, you'll get these questions if you don't offer free shipping, and just be kind and friendly and explain to them why it costs so much and go from there. The customer was very, very nice when she asked about the shipping, and I have no problem, you know, adjusting it if it's going to make a sale. Next is another item from 2019 to go. It was an Inspired Hearts gray zip-up hoodie, Swiss polka dot with a crochet trim. This was super, super soft and stretchy material, and it sold for $4.75. And then the last item to sell was an item I got out of a thread-up men's rescue box. This was an I'm Siberian blue hooded sweatshirt that had a cool little like tribal bear logo on the side, and it said stay wild or get wild. I think it said stay wild. And this sold for $16. And I was actually pretty surprised that it sold as quick as it did because it is a very specific type of item. So of my 12 eBay sales, I had $124.96 in sales. I made a shipping profit of $25.08 because what I charge the customer is a little bit more than what I actually pay through eBay's discounted shipping. I had $41.89 in fees, giving me a profit of $108.15 and an average sales price of $10.41, way different than Poshmark. And now for my total, a little bit sad numbers. I had a total of 21 sales, $392.96 in sales, $78.24 in fees, $72.69 in cost of goods, giving me a profit of $242.03. My average cost of goods for each item that sold was $3.46. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. I hope that you had a happy and healthy new year. I didn't make any resolutions personally or for my business in the 2023 year, but one thing that I am going to focus on is sourcing profitable items. So I don't want to get another America's Thrift Supply micro bale. I don't want to get a lot of bad wholesale boxes that I've gotten before. So I'm going to try my best to find things at the thrift stores. I do like purchasing shoes and boots from ThredUp and Helpsy because those are a lot cheaper than what's in my thrift stores. So I'll probably still be continuing to purchase those, but like the mixed items, I'm gonna try not to because they are just really not profitable and they end up being more of a hassle than anything. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up before you leave. And if you are not subscribed and you like What Sold videos, I do these every 2 weeks and we would love to have you. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.